Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. I'd really love that. If you're returning, how you doing? What we're going to talk about today is the fact that some states are considering bans on land sales to foreign people and entities. Yeah. So as residents in North Dakota cheered a decision to block a Chinese company from a construction project, other states are also seeking to block land sales to the Chinese. And this decision in Grand Forks, North Dakota, to block Chinese company, and I know I'm not going to say this correctly, Fufeng, and that's Fufeng Group, from building a mill on 300 acres of land came as Navy divers were retrieving pieces of a suspected Chinese surveillance balloon that was shot down off the South Carolina coast. And the U.S. Air Force recently warned the proposed corn mill which would have been built near a military base, could be at risk for national security. I would think so too. So the city council and Grand Forks can deny building permits and refuse to connect infrastructure. But this Chinese company, this Fufeng, still legally owns the land the mill was meant to sit on. But increasing tensions between China and the U.S. are reviving calls from lawmakers who want to limit or block foreign investments in land on the U.S. Well, yeah, I don't think that they should own anything here. I really don't. So U.S. Senator John Tester, he's a Democrat from Montana, he is sponsoring legislation to include agriculture as a factor in national security decisions, allowing foreign real estate investments. So the bottom line is, he said, we don't want folks from China owning our farmland. Well, right on. They don't need to be owning nothing here. And it goes against food security, and it goes against national security. And at least 11 states' legislatures also are considering measures to address this concern. Now, foreign entities and individuals control less than 3% of the U.S. farmland, according to the U.S. Department of Agriculture. And of that, the ties to China control less than 1%, or roughly 600 square miles. That's still too much, in my opinion. But in recent years, transactions of agricultural and non-agricultural land have attracted scrutiny, particularly in the states with large U.S. military presence. Now, limitations on foreign individuals or entities owning farmland vary widely throughout the U.S. Most states allow it, while 14 have restrictions. No states have total prohibitions. Of the 5 states where the U.S. Department of Agriculture said entities with ties to China own the most farmland, 4 don't limit foreign ownership, which is North Carolina, Virginia, Texas, and Utah. The 5th, which is Missouri, has a cap on foreign land ownership, and that state lawmakers want to make it more stringent. So ownership restriction supporters often speculate about foreign buyers, motives, and whether people with ties to adversaries such as China intend to use land for spying or exerting control over the U.S. food supply. Now, Texas in 2021, they banned infrastructure deals with individuals tied to hostile governments, including China. Now, the policy came after a Chinese Army veteran and a real estate tycoon purchased a wind farm in a border town near a U.S. Air Force base. And this year, Texas Republicans, they wanted to expand that with a ban against land purchases by individuals and entities from hostile countries, including China. So critics see it as a anti-foreigner hysteria, with Texas Asian American community particularly concerned about the effects on immigrants who want to buy homes and build businesses. That's not what this is. This isn't, Asian Americans wanting to build their home. No. This is China, the CCP wanting to buy all that land, all that farmland. That's what this is. There's nothing against Asian Americans wanting to build their home. Okay, so now Ron DeSantis, he's also proposing a ban on Chinese real estate investments in his state, which is here in Florida, and has already signed laws requiring companies that do more than $100,000 of business with China to disclose that relationship. that would be a lot of businesses here in Florida. A lot. And mandating universities report Chinese donations over $50,000. And these restrictions have encountered resistance in states with strong property rights. Now, in Wyoming, 2 proposals to restrict foreign land ownership failed this week, even with, though Republicans who control the state House were sympathetic to concerns about China expanding its reach. They said, we've had a lot of problems with China lately in the air, big balloons flying over us, and we look at this as a national and state security bill for Wyoming and the United States, blah, blah, blah. All right. But lawmakers on Monday, they rejected Alamand's proposal to ban ownership of more than an acre of land by people from China, Russia, and countries and the U.S. government considers state sponsors of tourism. And not tourism. My accent, my bad. So skeptics said it would be difficult to police due to the complex web of title companies and holding corporations in agricultural real estate. California's legislature also passed a bill banning foreign entities from buying agricultural land. And that legislation did not specifically mention China, but it was vetoed by Newscom. Yeah. And sponsors of the bill said it was critical for food security to keep agricultural land in the U.S. hands. As states consider bans, questions still remain about the constitutionality of such laws, especially those that apply to individuals as well as companies. Well, it's not the individual. It's not a hardworking Asian family that they want to build their dream home. It has nothing to do with them at all. It's a CCP. That's who we don't want buying all of our farmland. That's what this is. So, anyway, that's all for this video. I'll see you in the next one. You stay safe, you stay positive, you keep prepping. And as always, fear less. Ciao.